This is a tarot reading for the sign of Libra. Now, if you are Libra, this video is obviously for you, but also if you want to find out more about what's going on with the Libra sign, this video will also be for you. I always shuffle the cards before I start the video. That part of it's all set. We're basically ready to go. Now, I don't look at the cards. We're going to do that together now and see what's going on with you guys. Now, where I want to start is the recent past, so really what's been happening with you guys. Let's take a look. So I have the Seven of Cups with the Oracle card of the Cat. This is being like way too cautious. So cautious that it's like paralysis, okay? It's like, it's just, that's exactly what it is. Like, we don't want to take any risks and now we don't want to move. That's what I'm getting here with the Cat and the Seven of Cups here. Now, like in which aspect of your life, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to pull more cards on that. So let's do that now and see which aspect of your life this is kind of happening in. Tell me more about the recent past here for my Libras. Tell me more about the recent past, please. Seven of Cups and the Cat. Why do we have like just motion paralysis? Like, okay, so I've got the Bread, which came out, and then a bunch of other cards separately. So first of all, the Bread. The bread is something that we actually need. Not even like, it's not even something we want. It's a necessity. That's the Bread here. So maybe it's just that we are in a state of like, we're so worried about having enough, you know? Maybe that's like kind of like a scarcity mindset. You know, we're focused on not having enough. And that's why we're not really like moving into any risky territory. The other cards that came out here are, it's actually 5 of them. So we have Virgo with the Crown, with the left turn arrow. I'm going to leave these last 2 for last just because it's too much to explain. But Virgo with the Crown and the left turn arrow is also talking about your position and how well you are, like how well you are doing. So you guys are just taking it so cautiously that like you're just afraid to lose anything that you have. That's what I'm getting here. And I feel like you guys have some things that, with the Crown here, it's like you guys have things that are worth worrying about. You know, you guys have some things of value that are worth being cautious with. And you don't want anything unexpected to happen to those things. The last 2 cards that came out that just finish up explaining, remember, we're still explaining these 2 cards here, is Saturn with the Hourglass. We just keep telling ourselves, like, we'll do that later. Now, by that, I mean anything risky, anything that's outside that could potentially destabilize our perfect situation where we have everything that we need and we're well taken care of. We're afraid to do anything that might shake that up. And we keep putting it off. That's what these last 2 cards say. Okay, so let's keep going and see where we're at in the present. Remember, this was the recent past. So where I want to go in the present is I think the position of the hand, which tells me the actions you guys are taking. And I kind of want to see what outward physical circumstances are coming at you right now. Also, let's see. So I have the King of Swords with the number 2. Interesting. This is being very cut and dry with another person. Could be that this is a business partnership, really. That's what, if it's not, then this is just a business-like partnership, like a one-on-one relationship with someone that is very, very business-like, very cut and dry. Could even have to do with like figures, right? Like maybe if you have a roommate and you split the bills, this is just cut and dry, right? It's just a divide by 2. Tell me more about the King of Swords with the number 2 here, and what does it have to do with the recent past? Tell me what the King of Swords here with the number 2. I'm not sure what this has to do with the recent past, which is kind of why I also want to pull some cards. Tell me about the King of Swords, please. Money. It's money. You guys, I feel like you guys are hoarding your money. Like, you're very cautious with your money, your assets, and your worldly situation. But this is, like I was saying before, being cut and dry with your money. You're being very cut and dry with bills, being cut and dry with finances, what's owed, what's mine is mine, and what's yours is yours, right? On the bottom, the wall. What's mine is mine, what's yours is yours. The wall. Boundaries. And that's kind of what, and this might be a specific circumstance, or this could just be your general attitude on how you're dealing with people. I just want to see what else is on top here, because that will also give me a few more details. So next, I always like to do 3 cards. So the next 3 cards here, just still describing the King of Swords with the number 2. This relationship that's like very businesslike with this person. We have the 0, Neptune, and the Torch. So in the past, there hasn't been accountability. In the past, maybe, somebody was just like, oh yeah, I'll flip the bill, and no one actually was accountable for how much of a share they were taking. Well, this is no longer the case. I feel like now things need to be clear with the Torch here. The Torch is literally the opposite. Well, not literally the opposite, but it's an opposite of the planet Neptune, because Neptune is like fog. It's like the torch in the fog, right? It's lighting up the fog. And with regards to finances, we're just being cut and dry with regards to finances. Again, it's reiterating that. In the past, I think there was kind of like flipping the bill attitude, 0. Yeah, I'll pay for that, whatever. Not anymore. Okay, so let's move to a different position. Still in the present. I'm going to leave the future for last. So staying in the present, I'm going to move to the position of the heart. This tells me how you guys are feeling. So I have the 5 of Wands with the Oracle card of the Key here. It is inner conflict. This is not only just inner conflict, but it's like secret inner conflict. Like we're just conflicted inside, and we might not even be telling anyone about it. And remember, in the recent past, we've been kind of waiting on doing something risky. Like, we've been like looking over there, being like, we're really good, we're really stable, and we're eventually going to take a step outside our comfort zone at some point. But that's starting to like feel conflicted. But I don't think we're talking about it. Let me pull another card on this. Tell me what the 5 of, okay. That was fast. Cancer, cooped up, feeling cooped. And that is like in the, not just in the physical sense, but also in like the metaphorical sense, like feeling cooped inside our own lives here. Yeah, Aries, passion, like there is something that we have passion for, but we haven't stepped outside of our comfort zone to get it. And there's a little bit of internal conflict because it also just, it challenges our sense of control with the Key. It would challenge our sense of control to step outside our comfort zone. I'm not sure, I don't think that has anything to do with this King of Swords here as I'm looking at this. Could though. Well, all right, let's move on. There's only one position left before I get to the future. So let's take a look at that. That is going to be the position of the head here. So this tells me your current strategies and how you're perceiving this entire situation, the recent past, essentially the rest of the cards. So I have here the Page of Wands with the Oracle card of the arrow on target. There is something that has got you going. There is something, and it's the reason why there's this internal conflict. It's the reason why it's the 7 of Cups and not like the 4 of Pentacles. Like, we're not just sitting pretty with everything that we have, even though we're comfortable. There's a sense of like clamoring for something, right? And it's because there is passion. There is something that's on our minds that that we have passion for. Let me just pull another card. You know, I don't think I'm going to get any more cards for this because this is all this is telling me is, and now what I mean by passion with the Page of Wands here is this could be sexual passion, but it also can just be like a fervor, a vigor, a sense of just like, go get them, you know, like energy. And that's, again, conflicting with where you're at because you guys are pretty comfortable. All right, let's move into the future, see where this is going to go. Maybe you guys are going to step out your comfort zone. Maybe you're not. Let's see what the cards have to say. Holy crap. Yeah, you are. Not only do you guys step outside your comfort zone, but you pull your comfort zone out with you into the open, into the sun. Pluto is revealing your passion, your desires, engaging those passions and desires and bringing those out into the sun, into the light, and like literally like living those passions. Again, Page of Wands, passions, right? Pluto, though, is even more passion because it's so much passion that it almost has control over you. It's desire. It can be sexual desire. It's intensity with Pluto. But that's coming up in the short-term future is you guys are going to come out of your comfort zone. You guys are going to do something that is like intense, even if it challenges your sense of like comfort, which you've sort of been in. Let's see if we can pull any other cards on this Sun card with Pluto. Any more on the Sun card with Pluto, please? Anything else about the Sun and Pluto? Anything else about the Sun and Pluto? Now it's taking a while. Sorry, guys. Give it a second. Anything else about the Sun and Pluto? I feel like I need more information, guys. Need more information here. Anything else about the Sun and Pluto? Maybe if I relax. Anything about the Sun and Pluto? There we go. Took a long time. So we have the heart. The heart. What's in your heart? What you want? What you desire? Love, passion, desire, love, openly. That's what's coming up for you guys. Quite a turnaround. On the bottom, holy crap. On the bottom, the Sun Oracle card with the staff. Passion. It's just reiterating the same thing. Like, passion can be sexual passion. And it also can be engaging those passions. Mercury, the Sun, and the staff, engaging those passions. All right, let's pull advice for you guys. By the way, when I look into the future, this is like short-term future. This isn't like you guys have to wait like your whole lifetime for this to happen. Can I have some advice, please, for my Libras? I have some advice. I did have a card come out before I even asked, but I'm fairly certain it's valid considering what the card is. I'll show you in a sec. Okay, so one card, then 3 cards. Here we go. First card, Strength, which is all about sexual tension here, is what I'm feeling, or just that tension where it's like the release, the moment before the release, the tension before the release. You guys are tense. But there's a moment, there's an appropriate moment for release, and that's, I think, coming up here. Let's look at the other cards. Because Strength is knowing when to withhold, when to release. When to hold and when to release. So, let's see here. And then the 3 other cards, I don't even think I'm going to do Oracle cards because so many tarot cards came up. So then we have here the Fool, the Ace of Swords with the 5 of Pentacles. This is putting yourself out there. This is literally putting yourself out there and not being afraid of being rejected also, okay? Knowing when to do that, knowing when... I'm going to hold them like this. This is just weird. Knowing when to be afraid, to when you should be like in your shell, and knowing when it's time to take a risk, put yourself out there, not be afraid to be rejected, and release yourself. Release yourself with this card. Release yourself from obligations, responsibility. Hey, if you need a drink to do that, whatever. But that's what this is. And I think that you'll know when the moments come up where you have that opportunity for release to do this. But it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. And that's the advice here, guys. Based on the Pluto with the Sun, this is going to be really good. that's going to be your reading. Libras, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for showing an interest in my videos. And I guess I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.